G'day guys, what's cracking? 2 Aussie here again. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make a 2-minute noodle pancake. You'll love to see it. Now this is something I saw on TikTok, so I can't take full credit for this, but what we're going to do is do our 2-minute instant cup noodles. In the cup, I'll boil the water in a sec. It's going to chuck in a bit of bacon, some mozzarella cheese, got some spring onions there, and 3 eggs. But guys, please know, this is my way of doing it. As long as you have the cheese, the eggs, and the noodles, you do you. You put in whatever you like. Chicken, ham, whatever floats your boat. So I'm going to boil a jug, and we'll get these guys going for 2 minutes. Now, these, if you don't recognise them, they're from good old Aldi, my favourite shop, as you know. Now I can't lie, I'm not really a 2-minute noodle kind of guy, or for instant noodles, but I have tried a few in the past. In this one, we got 2 sachets. Now, what we're going to do is, we're not going to boil it, put them in the water. That one should be like a few peas and dried peas and carrots, so we'll whack that in. Also, don't put this seasoning in the noodles, put it in the bowl with the other stuff, then the noodles go in later. Also guys, I'm not putting in salt and pepper. I know a lot of you guys like salt and pepper, but for me, that's jam-packed full of flavour. I don't need to add anything else. Should be totally eat soir, so let's get the water in there and sit them for 2 minutes. So just pop the lid on, leave them for 2 minutes, and Bob's your uncle. So while they're doing their thing, let's chuck everything in a bowl. Start off with the eggs. Put that on top of there. Keep the lid down. Let's see if we can crack 3. Well, I was going to say crack 3 eggs without getting any shell in it, and it dropped in, the bastard. Anyway, don't really want shells in our bloody pancake. Now I've gone and done that. It's disastrous, guys, disastrous. It's all happening. Let's just do it like that. Another egg. Let's see if we can get this one without any shells. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Let's get rid of the mess. Now, no set way of doing this. Just whack everything in a bowl. I was going to chuck them, but I might as well put them in. See how they go. You see, there's not even that much in there. Looks like peas, corn, and I don't know what, maybe capsicum. Spring onions. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's chuck them in. Chuck them in. Wait. Done. Now when I said there's no set way of doing this, just chuck in as much cheese as you like. Probably about a layer would be good. Now I know this is actually going to be quite filling. It's going to be quite a big pancake. But I only got a small frying pan and a big frying pan, so I thought we'd go large today. That's probably enough cheese. Let's get some bacon in there. Now, if you don't recognise that brand, it's just an Aldi brand. Let's just hack it open. You don't need to fuss. That'll do. So, have I got everything? Everything bar the noodles. And so, been probably about 2 minutes now. I'll strain these noodles and then chuck it all together. Now the hard part here is whisking it all together, but it'll work. Don't you worry about that. So I reckon that's been 2 minutes. Let's strain these little suckers. We lost a lot then. A little shaky shaky. And let's whack them in our concoction and get it all stirred up. Then into the frying pan, 2-minute noodle pancake. You're going to love this, guys, if you try it. And away we go. I've got to tell you, the hardest part about doing this is getting all that to stir up properly. So, got the old whisk out. Last time I did this I used a fork, which didn't go all that well, but let's give it a crack. Ooh, yeah, that's not working, is it? Probably should have done the mixture first, then chuck the noodles in, but we'll get there. Yeah, it's working. Now, in these uncertain times, guys, I know even someone commented the other day that they're watching me eat something that was really good while they're eating 2-minute noodles. Now, I can't say even if things were good or bad that I'm a 2-minute noodle kind of guy. Really not my jam. But at the moment, the way things are, a lot of people will be scrimping and scraping to try and find some decent meals that don't cost much. Now, those noodles cost me $1. I know you can get them a whole pack for $1 even, but bit of cheese, bit of bacon, doesn't have to, you don't even have to put meat in it, just put a bit of onion, chive, shallots, whatever. Anything that makes it just a little bit more tasty, but I tell you, it's a really decent meal and you don't even have to use 3 eggs. This is probably a bit of overkill. That's enough jabbering on. Let's whack it in the pan. This will be a humongous pancake. You'll love to see it. And I'm going to love to taste it. Let's whack in some oil. Give it a bit of a swizzle, get it around the edges especially, and let's whack it in. Like I said, a bit hard to get everything to stick together, but once it's in there and it cooks, it'll bind really well. Swizzle it around a bit. And now comes the scary part. Will I be able to flip it? I think probably not. That's the reason to not do such a big one either. It's not easy to flip over. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Not each while. Let's go anyway. It's not too bad. It'll do. Looks a bit more like an omelette, doesn't it? Give it a couple more minutes and we'll get it out. Alright, let's get this guy out. Going to flip it over the other side because you'll be able to see the noodles then. And there we go. Scrape out the dregs. Like those couple of little bits on top. Maybe not. I'll eat them. So there it is. Our 2-minute noodle pancake. Looks like a winner. You can see the noodles through it too. That's why I put it on that side. Now guys, another little thing, because this is a couple of times I've made it. After you do the noodles, it probably would be a good idea. Give them a little bit of a chop up because that'll make it easier to get them through everything. You could see the struggle was real when I tried to do that with this one. But if you cut them up or slice them up a bit, make them a bit smaller, they'll stir through a bit better. Let's tuck in and see what all the hype's about. I'm telling you, it actually tastes amazing. I can't believe how good this is. Let's do it. So let's see how it hits. I reckon it's going to be phantasmagorical. When I did try this before, all I put in extra was the spring onions, but this time we got it all happening. Bacon as well. So it should hit in a good way. Let's tuck in. Bon appetit. Wow. Do yourself a favour, guys. Give that a try. Good value in these times when people can't afford stuff because of losing their jobs or being out of work. $1 for the noodles, and you can get them cheaper than that even. Bit of cheese, couple of eggs. Even if you only put spring onions in to give it a bit of a taste. Now, like I said earlier, talking about taste, no salt and pepper. There's plenty of flavour going on in that little packet with the noodles. So guys, I don't have tickets on myself, but I've got to say, it's lit. I'm loving it. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 for taste and 5 out of 5 for value. Oh, I just noticed something too. Lockdown look. This is how it is, guys. Bumming around at home. So guys, let's have another taste. This is a winner. Winner, winner. 2-minute noodle pancake, lunch or dinner. It might be both the way this is going. It's a humongous one. Like I said, you can make them smaller. Just less ingredients, same noodles. Give it a crack. You'll love it. I'm going to be full as a goog after this, but there'll be none left for Ron. It's pretty filling, but I'll be scoffing the whole lot. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo! Wow. Stay fresh.